with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this fast.
Shakes off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Buys a little extra time. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Lets it fly. Makes a grab deep. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Lets it fly deep downfield. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Oh, and it's It's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Going over the top. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Cooper. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Gonna look downfield again. Got the quick pass. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, better look out! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Dances away. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his... His playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on fourth and a country mile. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. To the air, it's Mendoza, extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First two drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He might want another play. Pocket breaking down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in, it's Cooper. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Grab behind the line. It's Henby. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Henby. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air. It's Ncaa. He's looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Setting up the screen. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? So So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more snap coming before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only need...
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and it's a fumble! The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Just a little off. Incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This... thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Cooper. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Steps away to find some room. Tight end finds a soft spot. Runs through a tackle. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The give out of the gun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. The Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Gets it to him on the screen.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Cooper. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Buying some time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is
reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Line getting set on second down. He'll do it himself. Finds some fresh air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ncaa. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Buckeyes enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail me, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He wants a big play here late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think that